GE. Content carried in here is suitable for general family viewing.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Focus on Health. My name is Yvonne Kimuma. It's a pleasure having you on the episode once again. Let's begin with the health update and then we dive right in.
My name is Dr. David Munyi, a consultant ophthalmologist, and I'm at Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital at the Department of Surgery, Ophthalmology Unit. And ophthalmology is a discipline where we normally take care of people and their eyes. We assess any eye conditions, we treat all eye conditions, and we make sure that our patients are able to see and enjoy what God has given them. In case of the eye, we deal with a wide range of patients, from patients who are born to the elderly patients, and anything that has a discharge to the eye from any of those population is not considered healthy, and that should seek a patient or a parent to come to see an ophthalmologist. The second thing is when somebody is not able to see well. This we can put it from the aspect of somebody who's able to converse and they are able to say that they can see well. The other thing that is not healthy is when both eyes do not look in the same direction. This means there is a misalignment in the eyes, and this always shows a problem, mostly in children. If there is a misalignment of the eye, we call it strabismus, and this can be caused by multiple things. It could be cataract, it can be an eye or retinal issue, it can be even a cancer inside the eye that can cause misalignment. What is healthy is when you're able to see well, when you're able to have tears produced by the eyes well, when you do not have any pain or any sensation in the eye that makes you uncomfortable. Most of the time, the occupation that we normally do has a direct effect to our eyes. Exposure to sunlight, excessive exposure to sunlight normally leads to a faster development of cataract. If somebody is in an environment where they are predisposed to allergies, they can develop allergic conjunctivitis, where they start itching the eyes. And once the patient starts itching the eyes, they can develop what we call keratoconus. So those are the don'ts that we have in ophthalmology. Don't itch your eyes. The other don't is cosmetics. Cosmetics are normally tested on people and made to be in line with the guidelines, but there are cosmetics which are available in the market which haven't gone through those rigorous processes, and they can cause issues to the eyes. So people have to be very careful with what they put on the eyelashes, what they put inside the eye. The other thing that has come up nowadays is there is a lot of cosmetic contact lenses which patients or people put when they're going out. Some of them are not approved by the medical board or by the pharmaceutical board, and some of the patients end up sleeping with those contacts, and those can definitely give them infections. So in a nutshell, eye health should be taken seriously. Mobile time or screen time also should be something that we should be cognizant about, and reducing the exposure of time that we are on our screens helps in maintaining the health of the eyes. The most common, I would probably say, allergic conjunctivitis. There's a lot of allergies in the patients that I normally see. Sometimes it can account to up to a third of the patients who come to the clinic. The other common condition is cataracts. Elderly patients who have had a great life, have been healthy, will at some point in their life develop cataracts. And the good thing with cataract is it's treatable. There are surgeries that can be done to take care of the condition, and patients should not be afraid to seek treatment on such a condition. The other thing is refractive errors. I myself, you can see I have spectacles, and you'll find so many patients who come saying that they are not able to see far, which is normally known as short-sightedness or myopia. You can have a refractive error where young patients are able to see very far but not able to see near. That we call far-sightedness. And then there is presbyopia, where an elderly person or somebody who's above the age of 40 is not able to read their book or look at or see their phone clearly, and we call this presbyopia. So in a nutshell, I would say those are my top 3 most common causes of visual problems. But we should also not forget glaucoma, which is known as a silent killer or a silent thief of vision. And yeah, it should be monitored. Glaucoma is a disease that affects the optic nerve. So the anatomy of the eye is, there is the anterior part of the eye where you have the lids, the conjunctiva, the cornea, the lens, the iris, and the water that is normally found in the anterior part of the eye is normally called aqueous. Posterior to the eye, we have the vitreous, we have the retina, we have the macula, which sees the brightest vision, and we have the optic nerve, which now collects information that is seen by the eye and sends it to the brain for interpretation. Glaucoma comes in when there is a problem with the optic nerve. So the reason as to why people do not or have a difficult time in getting glaucoma diagnosed is, number one, it is not painful, or most of the time the type of glaucoma that most African patients have is what we call an open angle glaucoma, which is not painful. And by the time you realize that something is wrong with your eye, you have had damage to about 50% of the nerve fibers. Yeah. The other thing is the knowledge around just having the eye pressure checked. Most people know when they go to a hospital, they can have their body pressure or blood pressure taken, which is through the hand. But most people don't know that you can take eye pressure by having some gadget take targeted measurements on the cornea of the eye. So this is something that needs to be brought out and shared to people so that they know, as when they go to hospital for their checks, they can have their body pressure taken, but also they need to have their eye pressure taken. We need to come up with a policy or a guideline that necessitates people to have at least an annual eye check where the eye pressure can be taken, or the eye pressure should be part of the vitals that are taken when a patient comes to hospital. In that, it can make it a bit easier for people who are not known to have glaucoma, or what we call glaucoma suspects, to be brought into that category. The second thing is just having an ophthalmology visit, and by having an ophthalmology visit, somebody is able to, one, take the eye pressure. Number two, you're able to have the doctor check your optic disc. The optic disc normally shows a telltale sign of glaucoma, and the worse the glaucoma is, the worse there is in the cupping of the disc. I think that would go a long way in just being a way of assessing patients before now we get into the path where we are using machinery. And also just having equipment that can be able to diagnose glaucoma, such as the OCT machines, which look at the nerves in high resolution. Then we also need to have qualified clinicians being able to undertake these surgeries. Fortunately, at KUTV, I am here and I'm able to assess patients for glaucoma. I'm able to do glaucoma surgeries, or what we call filtering surgeries, and we are able to monitor a patient if they have the issue.
Okay, let's take a fast break on the episode, and then as we get back, we'll now explore more on how these efforts are being made more sustainable and accessible to all citizens. I'll leave you with the Did You Know segment, and then we'll get back.
I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland, and I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
And we are back. We continue with that conversation. Do engage with us on our socials. Tell us what you think, what you would like to see on the shows as we continue. My name is Yvonne Kemuma. On our socials, it is at Kemuma_Monari at KUTV Kenya.
So strabismus is a misalignment of the eye, and it can come from a variety of reasons. It can be due to, as I said, an issue with the retina, like retinoblastoma, where the visual axis of the eye is obscured by a tumor and the eye starts deviating, which we at times call a lazy eye. Okay? The other thing that can happen is when somebody has a problem with the nerves, either a sixth nerve which affects the lateral rectus, or they have a problem with the third nerve which controls the closing and opening of the eye and also some movement of the eye. In cases of diabetes and hypertension, the third cranial nerve can be affected. In cases of hypertension and diabetes, you can also have the sixth cranial nerve affected. Any issue that can cause a congenital issue with the brain can cause a patient to have a strabismus, where one eye looks at one direction and the other eye looks at another direction, and they are not able to focus together. And this normally will lead to poor vision in that patient, because as we are taught in ophthalmology, the vision develops as you grow. So when somebody is born, they normally don't have perfect vision. The vision keeps on improving as you grow, and the vision has to improve in both eyes at the same time. And this is something we normally call binocular single vision. So each eye sees an object individually, but the brain normally merges the image on top of each other to form one clear image, and this is normally attained by the movement of the eyes seeing an image together. So if there is a divergent view of images, the brain might be able to recognize two images separately, or the brain might suppress the weak image in the brain and only use the image that is very clear, and the image that is not clear or blurry will tend to make that eye deviate and lose the direction that is supposed to focus. In ophthalmology, the management starts when you see the doctor. And by seeing the doctor, we need to know what is going on with the eye. Is the anatomy of the eye normal? Once we check the patient from the anterior part of the eye to the posterior part of the eye, and we see that the eye has normal anatomy, then we will go into the process of trying to see how well can the eye see. In this process, we call the refractive process of the eye. So we will look at the lens power of the eye. Does the eye need any spectacle correction? And if the eye needs correction, then that is going to be one of the prescriptions or treatment modalities. This will help the eye get more strength and be able to focus on a subject and this will enable them to see better. The eye, in natural sense, will try to correct itself using the spectacles. The other modality is, as you have said, if we find that the anatomy is normal, but the eye is not as strong as the other eye, you cover the good or the normal eye. What this does is the eye is like a muscle. So the eye that is weak should start picking up pace and start seeing better. And with this, it should move and start focusing well. Like both eyes should start seeing in the same direction. If we have tried all those modalities and we seem not to be able to achieve what we need, we can do surgery. Surgery mostly is to correct if the eye is deviated outwards and bring it in, or bring it from in outwards. It also helps in the cosmesis of how the patient looks, and it's something that we really do a lot of times. So the thing is, with the eye, people laugh about it and people joke about it, saying it's the window to the soul and stuff, but really the eye is a window to what's happening in your body. I'll give an example of a disease like syphilis. You find that most patients, or many patients, don't even recognize that they have syphilis until they come to an ophthalmologist, or until they have a problem with the eye and they come and you see the eye, you do lab tests, and you're like, oh, this is what is making your eyes not to see. So ophthalmologists play a really big role in diagnosing diseases. Another example is a patient comes to you, red eyes, they're saying they can't see. You look into the eye and definitely it's inflamed. When you do the test, you find the patient has tuberculosis, or what we call ocular tuberculosis. We end up treating these patients and cross-refer the patients to infectious disease specialists, and we are able to be at the forefront of handling diseases that normally would not think should come to an ophthalmologist. Other patients come to us with a complaint that they can't see well, and they have never been to a diabetic doctor or a hypertensive doctor. And the moment we see them, we are able to run tests and diagnose them to be hypertensive or diabetic. Some patients come to me when they have swollen eyes, red eyes, and they didn't know that they have a problem with the thyroid. And this is what we call thyroid eye disease. So we see them and we're like, oh, you're having thyroid eye disease. We shall treat your eyes, but we need to refer you to see an endocrine specialist. So it can go either way. It can start with the physicians or another clinician seeing the patient and them referring the patient to us, or it can start with us seeing the patients and then referring the patients to other physicians. In regards to ophthalmology, the number one reason, or what I've seen that makes patients not seek medical care or have that habit seeking medical care for eye services, is that most eye conditions, other than going blind, don't have pain. Now, that makes patients sit down and stay with their illness because they don't see the urgency to seek medical care or see an ophthalmologist. Patients who start having deteriorating vision will have probably an eye assessed at a different facility, and the moment they're told that it's not something serious or it's not something that needs urgent treatment, then they have other pressing needs in their lives which go ahead of eye conditions. The other thing is eye clinics and eye hospitals are not cheap to start, and they are also not cheap to run. So it makes it a bit difficult to have access to these services other than in places where heavy investment has been done. And we'd want to continue thanking the management at KUTV for investing in the eye unit and also giving the support to build the department to become a world-recognized facility. Lastly is qualified personnel. It normally is very difficult to get ophthalmologists. We're about 200 in the country at the moment, and you know how Kenya is big, so we are working on it. We are trying to get the numbers up. Yes, for patients who come to see us or seeking services from us with eye issues, most insurance companies know about the ophthalmology services and they cover a big range of the services. SHA also covers quite a number of the services, from cataract surgeries to eye injections to also what we call advanced specialist services like retina surgeries. So I think we are doing well in terms of coverage, though I know it can be much better. Yeah, it's never too late. I have seen a patient today who came, and from their perspective, they can't see anything, they're totally blind, but they still came to see an ophthalmologist. And the thing is, we don't stop treating patients when they go blind, because our scope of practice also involves handling patients who are having low vision or who are blind. And we know how to help patients navigate through the system, because these patients are still alive. These patients still need to live. These are people who still need to continue with their daily activities. So it's never late for a patient to come and see us. Regarding eye examination and how to take care of yourself, you just need to do, first of all, take care of your health. Make sure you're exercising. Make sure you don't get diabetes, don't get hypertension, have protected sex, know your status, as I talked about things like syphilis. Then also protect yourself from rays such as strong sun rays. If you're walking out, put on some sunglasses. If you're at the beach, put sunglasses. If you have a condition like albinism, which is where the body does not have melanin, you are required to put a wide brim cap so that it can prevent the ultraviolet rays from damaging your retina. If you have any issue, no matter how small, just have it checked with an ophthalmologist. And once you're seen and cleared or treatment is started, then you should be good. Let all the patients know that we are here at KUTV. Let them come and see us. If it's surgery planning, we'll take care of them. And to the partners who are able to listen to this, they can reach out if they have any help that they would want to give us.
And with that, we bring it to a conclusion. I trust you have been well informed, and thank you so much for keeping it focused on health to keep you educated and updated on the matters of health. My name is Yvonne Kemuma. Until next time, same place, here is the Healthy You segment.